Canada's role on the home front. Women in the World War II workforce. In 1942, women were recruited for work by the Canadian government. They worked in war industries, as farmers, as Red Cross nurses, and as canteen servers. Working conditions were poor for most women at this time. Their wages were 2/3 of a men's wage, and divorce rates inclined. At the beginning of the war, 600,000 women in Canada held permanent jobs. In 1943, the amount of working women reached its peak at 1.2 million. In 1944, 27% of women worked outside of their homes. These women worked as lumberjills and as shipbuilders. At this time, the Axis powers were winning tremendously. First, the National Selective Service was founded by Prime Minister Mackenzie King. It was to effect the orderly and efficient employment of the men and women of Canada for the very purpose of war. Then the National Defence Headquarters began allowing women to serve in uniform. Women also began to open up wartime nurseries. When the war had finally ended, Quebec's wartime nurseries had closed its doors, but Ontario's had stayed open until spring of 1947. 50,000 women had served in the Royal Canadian Air Force, Canadian Women's Army Corps, and the Royal Canadian Naval Service. Once the war ended, an interest in women's rights also sparked. Women fought for themselves to become equal to men, since they had helped them stay alive during the war, like artillery, food, and nurses. Women held the economy together at the time. They were the ones earning money so they could consume items locally, and they replaced men's jobs to produce food and weapons that they would use. Without women, war on the home front would have deferred tremendously. Thank you to those women that still serve for their countries in present day.